All right, we are streaming, I believe. And since we are, all right, so I am streaming this game. It's called Call of Juarez, and we are going to begin that game over this game. But can you hear me really well? That's the question. And so that I need to check in the stream. So, but can you hear me really well? Okay, what about now? What about now? Say, for example, I'm saying story arcade duels, and I want to play something like story, and then I can go like continue new game and all that shit. Let's see how. Fuck, everything is everywhere. Okay, I think. Bro, where is game capture sound, bro? Okay. Let's say this. Now I open the game and I'm speaking and I'm like, I'm like, you know, whatever. What about now? Let's go down this there. Okay, see now, music is playing. I am clicking over here randomly on this shit and I am watching the stream now. Okay, I think I know what to do. Now the game capture sound, game capture 2. Why game capture 2? Bro, इसमें क्या है? एक और game capture. Okay. What about now? Say for example, the music is playing and I'm speaking and what audio levels? What about the audio levels now, bro? Should I like bring the mic closer? Does that make it better? So if I like open the game and I'm like clicking here and there, no, I don't want to quit. I'm like play game and then it's like story and then I'm like. Yeah, bro, I think this is like perfect. But then the thing is that my mic looks kind of dirty, my bro, and I feel a little shy. I'm showing you guys dirty mic. Guys, anyways. I think this is fine, bro. This is a fine streaming. All right, then. I'm going to close this. And I'm going to like audio mixer here. Open the game. And we are going to start streaming. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Now, for the people who know this game, you know this game. And the people who don't know this game, well, You will know the game. Normal. We're gonna start normal. It's the Wild West. It's Abilene, Kansas, 1910. 1947, right? India got independence. So yeah, this is way before that.
Easy, boy.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Sorry about the, you know.
Well, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Once upon a time in Stinking Springs.
It was about 30 years ago.
Yeah, 30 years ago.
Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm.
What
near
about now?
Stinking
Are the
Springs.
audio levels like really good? I think I should go and check it out, right? Okay, what about now?
I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Stay here to keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did. As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kids' apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
You're really after me, huh?
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there. Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
I got this.
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Well,
You think you can kill me
Where? I don't know about thinking, but I did kill you. Oh, dumbass.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you! Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
What? They dead? By the way,
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
they dead, bruh. You know where I'm gonna go? I'm gonna climb up. Okay. Ah.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave. And upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Beaudry.
Smart as a whip, huh?
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm. I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming. That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side!"
Damn, bro. Quite a lot of people over there.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. "They got a Gatlin," Billy shouted. "Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention." He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have, like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Right. making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Red Barrett. Proud, handsome, ham-handed. Oh, it's a 1v1 duel. Woo!
You challenged him to a showdown.
Gang, nigga.
You read that
We
in
challenged.
a dime novel?
Down
It said he showed
into
no
a
fears.
showdown.
He took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
A rattlesnake. That's my tail. Pat Garrett, huh? Give me a second. All right, I think my stream is perfect, and also, you know, everything seems all right as far as I believe. Autumn, whatever that is, I'm gonna drag you somewhere here so you don't become like a bear. All right, let it be there, bro. Anyways, keep your eye in focusing using mouse. Okay. When your opponent reaches for the gun, press this to draw the weapon, aim with this, and then shoot with that. Okay.
And you killed
Headshot!
him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables. Stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
That's not
Go
Billy.
on. How did it end?
And, boy,
That was just the beginning. Headshot. Pat Garrett honorably killed, and everything is done. So basically, this is a game that I played when I was a kid.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm privileged
After
to
I
play
came
games like
to,
these.
Bastard
Sharing
had
with you
clocked
guys
me with
again
his colt.
today, after I've grown like real older. Play the game with me, bro. I'm sharing it with you.
And the kid surrendered? When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did.
Sentence me to hang right along with the kid. Oh shit, no? I am going to die. I'm gonna be hung. Oh,
It's
sorry about the
important to
noise.
know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after. He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too. My first order of business was finding a firearm. Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Engage Whitney. Whitney. Feeling Whitney today. Bob Ollinger's shotgun. Hey, hey! My dog's barking more than me.
I saw Billy through the window.
Yeah!
He yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape.
So I did.
So I did.
Now I got the shotgun. Dumbass. He looks like that same
Hell
guy who
yeah.
I killed.
That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. The kids escaped raised a huge ruckus. Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Can't let the kid get away.
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
Billy broke out of jail.
I jumped on the wrong side. That's what happened. Yeah, bro. Wrong side. I'm not supposed to jump there. Hello, boy. And now what I gotta do is jump there and... What? Been having... Where am I supposed to go, bro? Like here? Oh yeah. There we go.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
He said I tried to be stealthy, right? Stealthy.
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
Hooligans can go to hell.
Where? Oh, so you're upstairs. Damn, bro. Shooting me from far away.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and color. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun. So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Damn, bro.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free. So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Dumb fuck, he came running to me,
I knew
huh?
if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun.
Let the...
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. "Hello, Bob," I said. "I think you better let me go." And he says, "I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun." So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Okay. I pulled out the trigger more earlier. I'll try to pull the trigger less slower.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The Cowboys, episode 2. Homeboy.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
I had my own reasons, brother. You heard that? Hey! It's my dogs, bro. Anyways, well, my stream is working fine, so I don't need to bother myself.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man. I did my best to help those poor passengers. Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green, but often blunder into regrettable situations. but I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first. Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament. I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this? I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds. It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Cantankerous me as hell. Cranky. Canto, whatever that name is.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you!
Oh, shit. Well, you're not coming so fast, that's for sure.
But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun. Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Shit, bro. What do I do? Oh.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the old cave.
What the hell? What just happened, bro? Bro, the game just shut down by itself, man. I'm so sorry, homeboys. Got you back. Got you back again. Come on, game. Run. Don't be doing all this stupid shit with me, bro. Before, no, like these screens could be skipped. Where am I now?
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
Damn, bro.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bright?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Oh, it's coming!
Get ready, boys. Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, That's who they thought I was. There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken it.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Well, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal? Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack. wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover. There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand. Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Oh my god. Take a shot before he takes the shot. Curly Bill. Alright, let's see. What, is it a face-off? No, it's not.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Oh, guys, I need to pee, man. I'll see you. Oh my god. Alright, I'm back, homeboys.
Wherever you are.
There's a lot of them. Curly Bill.
Just gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
Let's go. I'ma whoop your ass.
He didn't kill Ringo because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Damn, it gives me anxiety, man. Like suddenly, feels like it may just not run, you know. Same guy, next in line to take over and take a bullet. Johnny Ringo. What? Oh, so it's one more of those shit, huh?
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
$1960.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true.
Ain't always true, homeboy.
Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
All right.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Innocent. The innocent.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
The Magnificent One.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant, and hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits, and put a generous price on his head.
This is completely the
Plummer
other way
rallied
around.
his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape.
Okay.
And that's where I thought I'd find him.
Okay.
It makes me nervous taking some wood from all these goddamn barrels.
Oh wow, beautiful. It's the same rifle, bro. Yeah, bro.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
Wow, look at the gun, bro. It's so beautiful. Wow, bro. I just love this gun. Wow. You want me to take a shot? Who you gonna kill, bro? Ooh. Ooh. Eee. Oh my god, so many dogs in my house, bro. All right, let's just continue, okay? What, I get down now? I don't want to get down. It's giving me anxiety.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves, killers, robbing travelers, and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons.
Hey! Give me 1 second, bro. My dogs are causing a lot of nuisance. So they were getting fed. Anyways, let's get back into the game.
Ordinary citizens who lived a double life.
Yeah, it's really loud, bro.
Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors.
The Wild West.
Arrest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individuals. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched, or had some kind of death wish. I thought I was some kind of hero.
What was it? Oh, it's just dynamite.
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out.
Something I needed to figure out. Like what?
I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way. Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Hey! Kalu! Kihannya?
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
I think I killed someone from here. Yeah.
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at.
Come out, you yellow bastard!
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tube.
I just gotta run.
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly indecisive. It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it.
Ha!
Instead, I spotted a ladder, way into the mine from the opposite side.
The fuck? He plays with you just like that, bro. Let me just check. Hello? Can I do? Ah! चुपचाप हो अगले को रहो हो हो Ugh. You know what? We'll go down that road tomorrow. Yeah, bro, like, I don't want to play anymore, man. I want to have food and sleep. Since I know that I'm gonna stream this, I'm going to stream this. Quick to menu. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll carry on with the stream tomorrow. Until then, have a great day ahead. It was wonderful. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, like I said.